Hi everyone. I don't know where to begin actually. Because it's amazing to hear I come from an industry which is busy making a lot of money, taking a lot of stars, throwing tantrums. A lot of glycerin is being used to move you guys. Sorry, I have to go back. I so now you guys want to come there. So, being part of a place where inspiring talks and inspiring films are so rare to come. And the only thing that I decided to come and stand here was that I've been fortunately part of some of the best films made, at least films that have been talked about in the last 5 years. And that's the time I've spent in Bombay, meaning I moved back to Bombay 5 years ago. यहाँ हिंदी सब लोग समझ लेते हैं ना? I think we were chatting तो मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में बोलूँगा, so that you know there's a bit of मैं लाजपत नगर में पैदा हुआ, and I went to NSD. I'll give you a brief about my journey so far, so that then I'll come back to this whole film industry. I'm going to bitch a little bit about the film industry. I grew up in Lajpat Nagar. I grew up in a slum. There was a हमारी colony का नाम था दुर्गा colony, and I was very attracted to films. Like उस समय Saturday Sunday को film आया करती थी TV पे. Saturday को एक regional film आती थी और Sunday को एक हिंदी film आती थी. चित्रहार आया करता था बुधवार को. So we didn't have electricity, and I was very fond of cinema. So I used to go around in the houses. लाजपत नगर के पीछे काफी घरों में जो हमसे रईस लोग थे, they had television. So it was entirely their decision to let us in or not. And some of my बच्चे जो थे मेरे दोस्त थे neighborhood में, their moms used to work there, washing clothes and delivering milk and all that. So I used to tag along with them. My father was in railways. So sometimes they used to let us in, sometimes they won't. And I remember watching movies on Thanda, Flush, while they are having their dinner in the back on the dinner tables and all. And once I read there was a film called Achanak on television. And I read about Achanak in the newspaper that it had no song. And I was quite amazed, how can a Hindi film have no song? So I said, I have to see this film. So that day, in the evening, Sunday, I knocked on a few doors because I missed joining my friends. I couldn't go with them. So I went alone, and I some houses, I knew these are the houses they let us in. And I was not allowed to enter in any of the houses that day. And I was so upset, and I was so mad. I grabbed someone's gate. You know, Delhi, we have these houses with the gates outside. And I banged it on the wall. And it broke. And I got so scared, I ran away. And my dad used to beat me up because he hated films. And somehow I think he had a fear of me running away to Bombay to try working in films. So this used to be this thing between me and my dad every Sunday. So that's when I decided the first time. My thought was, these people who are now letting me see television, one day they will be watching me on their television sets. That was my revenge. I wanted to take revenge. कि अभी नहीं आ रहे थे टीवी देखने के लिए, एक दिन तुम टीवी में मुझे देखोगे. And I think that dream has finally come true. But I went to NSD. I didn't finish graduation because in the school I was noticing this pattern. Whatever we studied in the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10 plus 2 I started, and I noticed that every year we were studying the same thing, which was just a year before us. So I was like, I'm going through the same stuff over and over and over again. So by the time I reached college, which was DAV college, which is one of the worst ones, I guess. Can I say that? No? No, it is not? Okay. I went there and I said, I have studied all this. I don't want to be in college. I want to, do acting. So I was lucky I got into NSD and I graduated from there. And that's the time, this whole idea of film, cinema is all glamour and all stardom and all that. After being at NSD, I realized there is something else. There was something else that I thought I should be part of, and that was, I wanted to be a good actor. I didn't want to make lots of money and become a movie star anymore. My illusion of Bollywood was killed during my NSD days. Then I assisted Ketan Mehta on a couple of films and worked very closely with Naseeruddin Shah, and I was very, very fortunate that I worked with him. Then since I grew up in a slum, I could not leave my slum behind. It always traveled with me, and I was very inferior. I could not enter many places. I could not go to many parties. I could not meet people. I always had that thing that I'm not supposed to be here. I felt that I had this whole thing with me, which eventually made me, it became very difficult for me to be in Bombay. And I got attacked in Bombay once, and I worked in Bombay and I realized how fake this industry is. For the first time I realized the industry that I wanted to go to is so fake. And the way they were treating people, I just didn't like it. And I decided that I decided that I'm not going to act. I will make films. I will become a filmmaker. I ended up in Canada in this whole process. I was in Moscow for some time. I went on scholarship to Moscow. And I ended up in Canada. And I could not speak a single sentence of English. I mean, few sentences here. And I had I didn't study English. Sanatana Dharma School, Rajpura still exists. Doesn't teach English. It is still there. So I had a very hard time in Canada. I was like, shit, man, I can't act because I can't speak this language. And I learned English while I was there. And I became an editor. I started editing for television and various other things. But one thing that remained with me during that time when I was an editor, that I will not die as an editor. I knew this is not it. Somewhere that voice inside me kept telling me, no, you're not. And I was very good. I was a good editor. I was quite a sought after editor. I never had to apply for any job. I was always getting calls from different production houses to edit their shows. And I used to think about acting. One day, maybe I'll go back to acting. And during one of my trips to India, I came. Irfan is a very dear friend of mine. Maqbool had just come out. I saw Maqbool. And Irfan said, the cinema is changing. And I also realized there's this new cinema that is emerging. So I said, okay. I told him, I want to act. He said, you'll have to come back to India. I said, I don't know if I will come back, but because with this way I'm settled there, I don't think I will come back. Another friend, this thing, I was very upset at this friend actually. He said, "Tum acting bhool gaye ho." And I was very upset. How can you forget acting? I said, it's like riding a bicycle. You run it once, that's it. But I feel whenever a friend tells you something, there is something about you. You should pay attention to that. And that's what I did. I said, let me go and take some classes in acting. And that is where, when I went back to Toronto, where I lived for 15 years, I lived there about 13 years. I decided I should go and take some classes, some acting classes, so that I could refresh. I am an actor already, I just refresh my, what I forgot. And that's where my entire life changed. That's where I found something that has connected everything to me in my life now. And I believe the entire life of all of us depends primarily on one thing, and that is connection. It's the connection that makes everything possible. If we don't have connection, nothing is possible. And by connection, what I mean is that connection of two human beings. Until and unless that connection is there, it's always there actually. Until unless we recognize that, yes, it is so. Is it to me? Until and unless that connection is there, nothing will happen. And I'll tell you what happened in a workshop. It's a simple acting technique developed by somebody in US called Meisner acting technique. And it's a very simple class. When I was told about this class, I said I want to go and check this out. What the hell is this? And it sounded really bizarre and weird. And what it is, this person, he was a visionary. He devised an acting technique called repetition, pattern. And the exercise is two people stand in front of each other, and they look at each other, which normally happens to us as soon as I look at someone. Immediately there is an impression. There is an impression. Your this part, your sari, your beard, my baldness, his hair, your hair, your glasses, the way she's smiling. There's all peculiar things about that we observe about each other the moment we meet. And we have this judgment thing about each other. Iska to baal bada ganda hai. And yeah, my God, what a guy, what a handsome guy. Right? These are the things that we usually that come to our minds right away. So we devised this exercise where you're supposed to make that observation and say it in a sentence to the other person. And the other person repeats that sentence. And after a point, when the other person has a strong impulse to say something about this person, like you have quite an amazing pair of eyes, right? Right? So, the moment that impulse is there, the other person says that to the other person. Now the other person repeats it. That's why it's called repetition. But this sounds very simple, but it creates a connection. It takes you so close to that person that you almost, I can't explain it, but it connects you with the other person on a very, very, very deeper level. I did this for 30 weeks. And it wasn't only, after a point, you start crying, you just go through these emotions that I think maybe you can say it's a spiritual experience. And that's where I understood that, see, a lot of these she's coming. lot of the times, we keep a distance between ourselves and our profession. I am Vipin, I am an actor. I am Vipin, I'm a doctor. I am Vipin, I'm an engineer. I am Vipin, I'm a scientist. We forget that actually these two are together. There is no difference. There is no difference between you and what you do. They are one. And that's what I realized, acting. I don't have a child. I'm not married. A lot of people after watching Tare Zameen Par thought I'm a dad. I'm not. I have no experience of having raised a child. But I understand what it means to connect with another human being. That human being could be this high, or that human being could be this high. There's no difference. It's the connection. And that's that connection. Now when I act, I'm not acting a role, I'm acting myself. Because I cannot differentiate. If I have to kill someone in a scene, I will kill. You know what I mean? If I have to love someone, I will love. Yes. Sorry? No, inactive. Because otherwise people will, I'll kill a lot of people and then. What I mean is that it's not, there is this solid connection between human beings. And that is what I understood, and that is what I am trying to bring to my acting now. A lot of times we get these Facebook updates, let's attack Pakistan. Right? And I'm saying no, that is the connection that is making me say this. I have my brothers and sisters on the other side also. Why should I kill them? Do I have a right to kill? Is that, see, that is where acting for me is now. I cannot do it just by speaking lines, just by saying that I'm given a dialogue and okay, I'll say this. It's very important to realize that connection. And acting is a very spiritual thing, actually. And I think that's where it's not a job for me anymore. I don't do acting because it's a job. It's my life now. It's the way I live. I live as an actor 24 hours. I get moved all the time. If I watch a rickshaw driver and I look at him and I can, sometimes it happens to me now. I look at someone and I can just suddenly see their life. And it just moves me from inside. And I feel blessed that I can experience that now. And I can bring it to my work. I was not cast in Tare Zameen Pe. I got that role. Amol, who was directing the film, said, "Tu kala hai. Tu bacche ka baap nahi ban sakta. Mera bachcha gora hai." तो मैंने उसको बोला मेरे को ऑडिशन करने दो. And he said, "तू रोल तो करेगा नहीं, ऑडिशन क्यों करेगा? क्या करने दो यार." I so wanted to act that I said मैं करूँगा इसको. And I did that audition which Amir saw. And he cast me. I remember Amol called me after a month that Amir waiting with that. I suddenly thought, do I have a baby somewhere? I don't know. I literally didn't understand the so that's how I got that part. And that's a role for me that always will be there for me. You know, that I will always be recognized because of that. And I love the fact that my first film made such a huge impact on people. I've had men coming up to me and saying, I can't watch that film. A lot of the guys have not seen that film. They can't. And I've met a lot of people who said their relationship with their children changed after that. And since then, I've been trying to do that kind of cinema. I must tell you guys, please support the new cinema. Please get rid of this big star system, and then let's just become simple again. Let's not, the television, the kind of television we have in our society is ruining our society. The kind of cinema is ruining our society, and it depends on you guys. If you guys will stop seeing that cinema, there will be more wonderful film coming from our country. We have so much talent, it's unbelievable. That is why I've been supporting this kind of cinema. I did Paan Singh Tomar without charging any money. There's a new film coming. Paan Singh was not being released. It was going on a DVD. There is another film coming, Shahid, which has been made like that. The director has spent his own money. He had 50,000, so he went and shot. Then he waited. Then he had another 50,000, he went and shot. He waited. I did that film for free. When I got the idea, I said, I want to do this film. There is a lot of glamour attached to Bollywood. And please stay away from it. Please, I beg you guys to spread the word that that cinema is damaging. That television is damaging. That is why one of the things that I would like to do now is that I want to go to different cities and do this connection thing and develop some films in different cities by taking actors from there and by taking the local talent. Thank you.